Welcome to Scarlet Hollow, a game that I know very little about, but Steam recommended it to me, and it seems aesthetic for this season, based on some of the reviews, some of the tags, etc. And it matches the theme for this month, so we're doing it. Let's go. My name is, Emmy. It'll just be Emmy this time. I live in the city of... I don't want to use my real city, so I'm going to use one of my favorite fictional cities. Perfect. She, her. Nice that there's other options. Okay, 2 traits. Powerful build, mystical, talk to animals, street smart, hot, book smart, keen eye. Okay, if this were real me, I'm torn between making a character who's the real me and a character who seems like they might be. I mean, I assume these are weighted to be, even, but one would be the character. I'm saying that I'm taking way too many words to say this. One option that I could make is the closest I am to real life, which would probably be these two. But I'm going to do, instead, the options that I play basically every visual novel as, and have talk to animals and hot, because then I have all of my points into charisma, which is what I always do in RPGs. Let's go. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of exactly where here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not even sure he stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. That's just being mean. Dude, what is wrong with you? Pushing joggers into the harbor? That's awful. What if they drowned? Heh, yeah, I was such jerk back then. I'm still a bit of a jerk, but hey, po buddy's nerfed. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been off and on for about a year. So it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever go so mad you just want to kill somebody? Did he say she tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody's ever broken up with you. Ironically, I think that's the reverse of me in real life. I have been broken up with a couple of times, but I don't think I've broken up with anyone. Weird. Okay, anyway, fair enough. I honestly... Where did my selection colors go? I guess... I honestly can't say anybody's ever tried to break up with me. Heh, yeah, I should have known. I'd sound a little unhinged to someone like you. But if anyone ever does try to break your heart, you might be surprised how it changes you. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Buddy, go. Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York? After she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her? Hey now, I never threatened to kill her. Okay, maybe over text, just a little, but fatherhood is scary. Plus her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom don't like me much, and I'd probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand, she's chill. Anyway, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty, I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see, and there's always a job listening to on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Sure. Just take the peanuts. Just take the peanuts. You take the peanuts. Thanks. You're welcome. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Did he have shoes? I noticed at the last possible second to notice that I don't think that man had shoes on. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Emmy. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Offer her the boiled peanuts as a condolence. Want some peanuts? I got them from the bus. You hold out the dripping bag, offering it to your cousin. Somehow in the last 30 seconds I forgot it was dripping. Well, this is probably a bad first impression. What? Put those away. Why would I want your wet peanuts? Now come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. How are you holding up? Fine. You know you can talk to me, right? I lost my mom, too. I know we only just met, but you know I went through something similar with my own mom, so if you ever need to vent or... I'm good. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. I wish I'd known about you. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. Whatever. What's done is done. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Need any help? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. I guess we're both members of the... This feels like a rude option, but I want to explore, so here we are exploring. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Your cousin turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. This house is almost falling off a cliff. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And the hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. It's beautiful. In an ominous relic of a bygone era, but that doesn't make it any less majestic. It's beautiful. It is. The estate was the prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's a quite magnificent piece of architecture, even now. Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. It's nice. This is so nice. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. Awesome, I love PB&J. How'd you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. I didn't but good for you. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I won't be going with you. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. I was wondering if that was a real cat or just a decoration there in the background. Hi, buddy! Approach the cat. Don't try to pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Ne me parlez pas. Sorry, little lady, je ne parle pas français. Of course. Wait, I should give the cat a French accent. Of course, I'm typically American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so that I might insult you directly to your face, you uncultured swine. Ha ha. Very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Are you sure this toilet works? Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. Alright. You silently stare at the monumental task in front of you. Okay. Lift toilet seat.
Scram, fellas, the jig is up.
Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Well, we said we had to use the bathroom, and we're not... This is the only bathroom we have at the house, so... A toilet is the toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you some permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. This room is amazing. This is great, way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Okay, there's a tip but we will deal with that in the next episode. For now, bye-bye.